This is a step towards greatness. And I think that if people think about that, people won't have such a negative connotation towards foster care. I was born here in Louisville, Kentucky. I've known this place my whole life. I was a very active child, just hyperactive attention deficit type thing. A lot of my trouble started in school, and because I would get in trouble at home, it kind of made me act out in school even more. And from there, I started therapy, and when my mom felt that therapy was not working, let's try a mental hospital. She was very hell-bent on this is what you need, this is what is for you. They would take what my mother would say and be like, oh, she has this, instead of doing an actual psychological testing. I needed someone to sit and talk to me and tell me, you're not broken. I started to lose myself during the process. From the age of 9 all the way up, hospital after hospitalization, medication after medication, that was my home. That's what I knew growing up. And I believe that over time being in those places, I started to develop the mental illness, the anxiety, the mood disorder. Being in those places consistently started to pile on me. I entered foster care when I was 16. I went to court and they said, you have 2 weeks to change. And when that happened, it baffled me because I said, how can a person change in 2 weeks? And I didn't even get 2 weeks. I remember being at school and when a social worker came and she said, do you want to go into foster care? Of course not. And she said, well, you're going to. So I was crying. I remember calling my mom at work, what's going on? I don't want to go, please. And by the grace of God, I was granted a foster home here in Louisville. And that's where I met the woman that changed my life. There's some people that do it for the wrong reasons, but then there are some who do it because they really want to help a child. And I was so happy that I was able to go to a home where I was actually loved, like I was one of her children. And I was there for 3.5 years. I remember the first day she picked me up, she told me, she said, hi, my name is Arminta, but she said, you can call me Mimi. And I just knew I felt a safe place, a comfort in her. And she took me to get a whole new wardrobe. Didn't even know me from a can of paint, maybe 10 minutes. I was never able to talk to my family. With my foster mother, my foster family, I was able to talk about anything. We'd talk for hours. It'd be about literally anything in this world. Is there aliens? Why is the grass this color? Like, it could be anything. I had advice, I had the wisdom, I had the parenting I need. I felt like a kid again. I made friends. I was able to be myself, be this 16, 17-year-old girl. She said, you either have to go to school, you have to work, or you can't be here anymore. Because I was being very lazy, didn't want to do anything. And this was when my mom started to sneak back into my life. It was really rough. I was back in that dark place again. And I was really questioning, what am I doing here? What am I doing with my life? And then finally I decided, I can't keep feeling sorry for myself. I have to do something. I'm smart, I'm very intelligent. And so I decided to enroll in college. And from there, everything started to get better. I've seen the light at the end of the tunnel again. Family Scholar House is exactly what, in the name, it's a family. It's a family, and they're here to just help you go through your journey as a young adult, going into adulthood. I'm gonna have all the tools that I've learned here, and I'm gonna apply that to actual life. And I'm gonna be okay. I'm gonna be great.